Sunday. If anybody's here, let's see. Nobody yet. I guess Granny's getting ready to wrap up signature book that she does when she signs out. She's got a panel on there today. Hi, you want to say hi? Hi to everybody. We're in a different location of the house today. Oh my gosh. No, don't nibble. You have 1,000 toys. 1,000 toys. And he chooses my fingers or like his leash. You like to chew on? No, no. I see Cammy already said. Marie is here. Let's see. Excuse my look over here. All right. I did that. I'm going to work on my basket some more. And can you hear Mr. Hook? I wonder, could everybody hear you? Sorry, everybody. Mr. Hook is here. He's just being distracted because Chester's being naughty this weekend. He had a lot of social time this week to Mr. Hook's office on Friday. His one of his satellite offices. And he got a lot of attention from the truck drivers. These big turn into little girls when they see Chester. Oh my God, what a cute dog. No sound. Okay. No sound. What do I do? How do I? Oh, wait a minute. How about now? Oh, check to see. Hello? Still no sound? Hmm. I got everything on.
Are you broadcasting this?
Hmm.
Mike?
Can't hear me. No, I got the mic on.
Somehow.
Oh my gosh, yes. Turn that off. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you hear me? All right. Okay. Mute myself. All right. Okay, we found the problem. Sorry, I was hooked up to my Bluetooth speaker. I was getting ready. I was listening. I was jamming out to some 80s music. I love the 80s music. I heard an old song today I forgot about, Pump Up the Volume. Remember that song, babe?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was saying that Chester is being naughty today and this weekend because he got a lot of attention. We took him to my husband's, one of his satellite offices, and he got to meet some of the truck drivers. And I was saying that the truck drivers turned into like little girls. Oh my gosh, Chester, he's so cute. Big tough guys. Okay, thank you for the squirrel raid. I see Lori is here, Froggy, Jennifer is here, Sunita's here. Sunita had some trouble crocheting. Her dog wanted attention. She was trying to crochet something besides a hat. Susan Burke is here. Amy Long, hello. Cousin Joe is here. Babe, say hi to Cousin Joe.
Hi, Cousin Joe.
Melissa, is here. Catbird. Catbird. Oh, catbird. Like the actual catbird. You know, there's a catbird called cat. There's a bird called catbird, and this young lady's name is Catbird. They make that sound. It sounds like they're saying "Kiri, Kiri."
They sound like they're mewing. They're meowing. That's what
Meow,
they call it.
meow.
One of their
Yeah.
sounds sounds like a meow.
Stephanie is here. Cammie's here. Dana is here. And we got Tina Marie. Thanks for coming in. Sorry about the sound issue in the beginning. Barbara's here. Gwanny Square. There's a lady, her channel is Gwanny Square with the W. My
Squirrel
own
Ray.
Utopia is here for the first time.
Thanks,
you
my
for
own
coming
Utopia. First time here, Squirrel Ray.
I'm just drinking some water and I'm still working on this basket. And I've decided to, I used to have to wash my hands after handling Chester and then using this basket because I didn't know who I was going to be giving this basket to. I decided that I will not be giving this basket to somebody who has an issue with dog hair. So I can work on this while I'm playing with Chester. And that's just how it goes,
Susan Burke, first time here too, and she's asking everyone to hit the thumbs. Thank you.
Hi, Susan.
Yeah.
Granny's here. Thanks for the raid, Granny. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly, hi.
Minnie here. And VJ's Crochet is here. Thank you
Hi,
for
VJ.
joining us. Wow, 26 watching right now.
Nice.
All right. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was a great party. It sounds like at Granny's.
I know. I like when she has her panel on, and she has that often on the weekends. And seems like I'm unable to go on her panel when she has it. So Granny, have more panels on the weekdays, like Wednesday or Friday. But Wednesday's a good, calm, quiet day for me. Sometimes I just never know though. With I don't even have a schedule. Just stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
But between this little boy, Chester, if he doesn't get enough sleep, boy, he's bad. He didn't get enough sleep Friday and Saturday, and he got way too much stimulation. It was just a recipe for disaster last night. He was just crazy, biting, running around, and just didn't listen. Just barking at everything. And
Melissa Crochet, first time here also.
Melissa Crochet.
Melissa Crochet with love.
GGP is here.
She said she's been a subscriber, but never caught a live. So thank you, welcome.
Thanks, Melissa, for coming.
Yeah.
Angela's here.
And Chester is here. He's over here in his little carrying basket that he loves.
We had to get him a bigger carrier.
Yeah.
Because he outgrew the one we got, which was a medium, and I never would have thought he would outgrew that thing because he was 2 pounds when we got it for him. Now he's 8 pounds, probably 9 by now. And we had to get him a large. And it's the kind of carrier that, even though we don't plan to take a plane ride, but it's one carrier that you would use if you took him on a plane ride, and it would go underneath your seat, and it's big enough or small enough to fit under there. And for Susan Burke is asking me what I'm working on. I'm working on a basket. This is one of Jada and Stitch's, I was going to say recipes, patterns. It's called her Big Beautiful Basket. I know that Crystal from Bag O' Day has a pattern for a basket too that Granny's doing.
Catbird wants to know where you are. We are in the Chicago area, in the south suburbs. And she's from North Carolina. All right, looks like everyone's here on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay, let me see. I love having folks up with me, but I feel like I'm running a 3-ring circus. I know it's a little stressful. I feel like
It's a
I
lot
either
of people.
talk.
Kind of like when watching like a TV show, like a talk show or something, and they got like three panel or 4 panel, and they get to ask one person one question only. It's like, okay, so these people got made up and everything else fixed up, and they only got to talk once in 1 hour. So I see what she's talking about.
Yeah, but then she's also saying that she's got to look at the comments, but she's got to talk to her panel, and she's got to look at the comments. I know what she's saying.
So it's a lot going on.
It's a lot. Like it's stressful. Deb's here. Ola Joe is here.
From Missouri, yeah. From Missouri. That's where Chester's from.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Deb Chester is from Columbia. Where are you in Missouri? Do you say Missouri or Missouri? Granny Square is outside of North Carolina. We got a lot of Granny D's neighbors here. She's from North Carolina.
She is, huh?
Yeah.
Well, welcome everyone. All righty.
Yeah.
VJ's from Missouri as well. So look at that.
Wow, Missouri.
Some Missouri here. Our neighboring state. So tell them about your new background.
My new background. Well, it's not new. It's old. I used this background before. Then I moved over to the kitchen. It's just this area.
It's a better background. You have a lot more.
It's a nicer background. It's just when I first brought Chester home, I had his little it was his area, not by my yarn, but like in front of my.
There's a training pad.
Yeah, it's a training pad, and so I just had to, it was just a little crowded. It's like when you bring a baby home, your house gets smaller. It's just you have a little baby, and yet you have so many items to go with that baby.
Linda's Yarn Barn is here. Hi, everyone.
Linda's Yarn Barn. Wow. We have a big party going on.
We do, right. VJ said it's Missouri. Double E in the end.
Who said that?
VJ. VJ's Crochet.
And Deb says Missouri.
Good.
Missouri.
So only a few weird people say Missouri.
So where did we get this idea that it's Missouri?
I have no idea.
Is that like...
Maybe from a TV show. Who knows?
TV show, maybe?
Yeah. Yep. So everyone likes your new background because there's people more watching here. Talk about what you got over here.
I got some... I'm backwards. These are my Karen cakes. These are my Karen skinny cakes. This is a Karen big cake. These are Karen 1 pounds over here. This is just a random. I love this yarn. Hobby Lobby, love that color. This color is called Kaleidoscope. This is one of my favorite colors.
What needle are you supposed to use with this?
Hook.
Hook.
My channel's Hook Crochet, and you call it a needle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry for you guys out there. You called it a needle. It's a hook. My channel is Hook Crochet. You even put it twice.
And my name is Mr. Hook.
It's not a needle.
Okay. Yes, my name is Mr. Hook.
I'm not a needle. I'm not a knitter, so I don't use needles. I don't even know where he got the needle. You don't. How? What do you know about needles?
Because I have Parkinson's. I meant to say.
I know. Yeah, we're. Oh.
Ooh, look at that. Nixie Pixie says, my grandparents were from Missouri, and I've always called it Missouri.
Missouri.
So we got a Missouri.
Nixie
we have
Pixie.
1 vote for Missouri.
One vote for Missouri.
Chandra is here, gentle with
hi.
Smile. Okay.
Chandra gentle with the smile.
All right, keep talking about your yarns over here. And I don't want to get distracted.
I use an H hook with this yarn, but anyway, these are for these. This is a, what do you call this? Sugar wheel from Hobby Lobby. And this is also a sugar wheel from Hobby Lobby.
Well, let me see.
And this is from a local yarn shop I bought. Now,
let me see that local yarn shop.
I will be going to a local yarn shop throughout this week. That's my goal. Because in Chicago, we have something called, well, it's probably everywhere, but this week is Chicago Yarn Crawl. Look at this. Isn't she pretty? I've shown this before in the past, but some of you are new here. This is one of my favorite cakes that I don't want to use because it's so pretty. Look at that. Why would you want to mess that up? Why would you want to undo that? You know how it reminds me of fresh snow on the grass. You don't want to mess with it, but that's the whole fun. Granny's father-in-law was from St. Louis. I finally given my boyfriend enough death stores when
Death
he would
stairs.
first death stairs when he first crochet is knitting. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
I know better.
I know. Well,
so where you got that from a local yarn shop?
Local
Which
yarn.
one?
Which local yarn shop?
Yeah.
What is it called?
What
is
town?
it called?
What town?
It's in Crete, Illinois.
Oh.
What's it called?
The one that's open like 10 hours a day or a
10
week?
hours a week.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it called?
Well, I can just Google it real quick.
Yeah, Google it. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's a nice place and a nice town, but she's like open. Like she's barely open. Yarn Hollow.
Yarn Hollow.
Shout out to Yarn Hollow from Crete. We're going to be there this week sometime when you're open.
Did you just say Yarn Hollow?
Yarn Hollow.
Okay, be thinking about my husband because we're not sure if he might have some issue with his neurological system.
I have neurological issues all the time.
He's had brain surgery before. This is no joke. He's had brain surgery. And I'm just worried right now because he uses the wrong words for things. I know people mix up hook and needle, but sometimes he calls the washing machine the dishwasher. And like he'll call orange juice milk and then coffee he'll call it.
Call orange juice milk. That's way off.
I'm just giving examples. Like
at least it's close.
It's not close sometimes. Well, I guess washing machine, dishwasher.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much most of it is money.
It's in the same neighborhood, but still it's often that you do it. Often enough for me to start being concerned. Now, I don't want to say worry because it's not really good to worry.
Well, that's why I'm taking a day off today.
Concerned.
I'm just relaxing.
Being concerned.
Today is a day of rest.
I forced him to take off 2 days in a row from work, and it was like pulling teeth, really. Miss Tina says she saw the cake at Hobby Lobby. It's gorgeous. I just didn't have the money to buy it. You know, a lot of these cakes from Hobby Lobby I got from clearance. So, but otherwise, no, they're expensive. Nixie Pixie, that's what I'm trying to remember. I feel like I had to have picked that up from my grandma, like saying wash instead of wash. Some people here in Chicago say wash. I've heard some people, but there's not a lot. I know we say wash. Chicago has that and when we say bank, we say bank. People make fun of me for saying bank.
So what? Let's go back to talking about your local yarn shops.
My local yarn shop. Okay, so it's a yarn crawl, and I feel like I need to show you. I don't have it around. They give you a tote. Well, they don't give you a tote.
One?
They're all put away in storage.
Oh.
You have the option of buying a $10 tote, and every yarn shop that you attend, that you go to and shop, they give you a little pin to put on the tote. You have a passport, which, they just give you the passport. They give you the button, but you have to buy the tote. And then if you purchase something, you can put your name for a raffle. There's a drawing. A couple of years ago, I won a big basket of stuff. Yarn, knitting needles,
all kinds of
shawl, pins. What else was in there? Lots of yarn. Lots of expensive yarn.
My own Utopia says she has to go. She has to eat dinner. If you can keep us running, that would be great.
Yeah, if you can keep us running on your device. If not, if you can't, I understand. Tina asked, so you lived in Chicago. You're not far from a few of us. Yeah.
That's Tina.
Yeah. A lot of us are neighbors, Indiana, Missouri, even, let's see, North Carolina's a little far.
So ask people if they have, if anybody, you know, of any yarn crawl in their town or nearby.
Has anybody heard of yarn crawl? You know, there's a thing called pub crawl or bar crawl where you go like in a downtown area and you go from bar to bar to bar. You have a drink here, you have a drink there, you have a drink there, you know, and it's close. But, you know, it's not like that with yarn shops. There's not a yarn district in Chicago. You have to drive to every place. So there's a few in Chicago, there's a few in the suburbs, and there's a few. You know, we have a lot of suburbs.
Well, talk about the ones like you went to over here. There's some different ones. There's some bigger ones. There's some smaller ones. There's some ones downtown that are like tight. So which ones was your favorite 2 years ago when you had the
My favorite yarn shop is the one in St. Charles. It's called
St. Charles, Illinois.
Oh my gosh, St. Charles, Illinois. It's on the map now, St. Charles, because the Wahlbergs live there. Because I'm on camera.
Woolen Company?
Woolen Company, thank you.
Why
Woolen
do you like
Company
it so much?
is the yarn shop in St. Charles. It's so nice. And it's actually downtown St. Charles. It's a little quaint, little fancy little suburb. Very cute. You know, kind of high end.
What do you like about it?
But I like that she's got it's clean, babe. First of all, it's clean. Let me tell you. It's a clean place.
And that taco place nearby.
There's a good taco place near there, and she's got fair prices. She winds your yarn automatically. You don't have to ask. Some places you're like, hello, can you wind my yarn, please? Because if you buy it in a hammock, you know you're asking for trouble if you try to unwind it at home. They put it on what's called a swift, and they take it, you know, it's like the old fashioned, the husbands would hold the yarn like that, but now, you know, it's got like 8 prongs, and then you just, you know, get it wound up into a cake, and the cake ends up looking like this. You can't find one. Yes, I could. Well, this one it's a bad example. The lady, the yarn shop I went to, she did this pretty tight, and I got some barf coming out, which makes me kind of nervous to start something with this. It's a shame because this was not cheap. This yarn, this is wool yarn. This is Malabrigo. So, I was hoping it was St. Charles, Missouri. No, St. Charles, Illinois.
Yeah.
It would depend on where. Okay, so yeah, that's what's happening right now. It started yesterday, the yarn crawl. Normally, I would have hit the stores already.
Well, look, Linda's Yarn Bar says she's never been to an LYS. How many LYS do we have here in the area?
The ones
you
that,
got a list the last
how many
time, right?
are participating? There's 12, but they're far, like, I'm talking, you're almost in Wisconsin, and then you're downtown Chicago, and then you're Crete,
Chicago area,
Illinois,
pretty much.
you know, so but
they're still Chicago area.
They're
in
all
the suburbs. Right.
Yeah, up to Wisconsin, it's still considered Chicago area, like close to Wisconsin.
Well, to you, it seems like it's Wisconsin, but it's really not. It's another 45 minutes.
I mean, it's towards Wisconsin.
Yes.
No, there's one in Geneva.
People would think that we are towards Indiana, even though we're a good 20 minutes from Indiana.
That's still closer than a lot of people are from Indiana.
Yeah. But why do you like about local yarn shop? Linda's Yarn Bar says she's never been to an LYS. So what's the difference between an LYS and a big box store?
Well, just that. Like, let's use the hardware stores, for example. You got Menards, you got Home Depot, you got Lowe's.
Ace.
But Ace Hardware is a smaller one. It's a little big. But then you got the mom and pop
people
shops.
know what they're talking about. You go to the yard. So I went to Menards. I was looking for something. I literally had to ask 4 people until I found an old guy, and he told me exactly where the stuff, what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They didn't know what the young kids didn't know what they were talking about.
Local yarn shops are usually mom and pop shops. Mm-hmm. Usually, maybe like there's one I know that's owned by two sisters, and another one that's owned by two sisters-in-law. So in other words, they're both married to brothers, and they just, I'm sure it started with the love of crochet or knitting, and they decided, we love yarn so much, let's open up a yarn shop, which sounds like a cute idea until, it's not easy running a store or a business, is it? Well, anybody out there run their own business or used to run their own business?
A lot of times too, they're happy to have you there too.
Yeah, and they greet you, and they're,
Are you going to invite someone on your panel? There's one person that's asking that crafts by zero.
Oh, okay.
Maybe later on.
Yeah, in a few minutes, probably. Yeah, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, later, maybe like towards the end or something.
Yeah.
When I take my nap.
When you take your nap. Well, we're not gonna.
Well, like I said, Mr. Hook is resting today.
Mr. Hook is resting.
Today's my rest day. I'm just going today. I just need to stop.
I think he's kind of hinting that he doesn't want to go to the birthday party that I'm invited to. Even though I went to a party yesterday with him that he was invited to.
Linda's Yarn Barn said there's an LYS in Arkansas.
You should go to my party. I went to his party. And these are outdoor parties.
What do you mean my party? It's my friend's party.
Yeah, your friend's party.
People, so now, people that are too.
So I went to your party for your people.
Yeah, well, they're not my party. So per se. It's people that
today it's my turn. I got a party to go to, and now he's like, I'm sick. I don't feel good.
Today it's relatives.
It doesn't matter. Relatives.
But today is whatever. It's a birthday. 8-year-old birthday. Come on. Don't they have 8-year-old kids? I'm being grumpy. Don't they have 8?
OMG. OMG.
Hi, Joe. Says the crocheting sailor, Mr. Hood.
That's Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor.
Yeah, right. Crocheting. But yeah, anyway, whatever. We can go to that party, but I need the rest. Sunday is really a depressing day for me because I hate my job.
Yeah, well, I don't think you hate your job. I think you just hate the people you work with.
Yeah. Well, I hate my job now. I never used to.
But you like doing that. You like dispatching.
Yeah.
Garbage trucks.
Long story. I don't want to bore anybody with that.
Miss Tina used to run she's always had her own business. It's a hair shop. And she had a clothing shop. Oh, and now you have a crochet business. My gosh.
Nice.
Used to have one about 10 minutes away from me, Granny says.
Yes, I will take a nap soon.
Oh, Granny D, they close from lack of business. What I have is, what I find about LYS is they got their store hours, and then you go there when it's supposed to be open, and they're not there
At
yet.
least the one in paid.
Don't mention. Yeah, right. I don't want anyone, in case they're watching. I don't want.
Yeah, they're.
I don't want to. I'm just saying in general, and then, they change their hours and they shorten their hours, and it's. Just
How about the one in LaGrange? Is that one?
The one in LaGrange is a nice one. That's an older one, so they're more established, and they know what they're doing. Those are the two sisters-in-laws. So they're married to two brothers.
Have all kinds of stuff.
They have a lot of stuff. They have buttons, and they have,
You name it, they got it.
They have classes there that they do, and they used to have a little dog there running around. So it's pet friendly. He passed away. He was really old, and he was blind, poor dog. But she liked her dog. She brought him to work.
How about the one downtown?
The one downtown. The one's downtown.
Two near downtown Chicago?
There's one downtown that is actually downstairs. It's in the basement. So, downtown businesses are, the property it's hard to secure. So this one is actually in the basement, and it's cute. Now, my first yarn crawl was 2019, and then 2020 came, and we were just opening back up the stores, and so we were able to do yarn crawl, but we didn't do all of the stores because it was just too risky to do all those stores.
So where do you plan to go this with this?
So, and then a lot of them are
go
virtual, babe. A lot of the yarn crawls are virtual, so you can shop their website.
Well, that's not fun.
Of course.
How could you virtual? How can you hold the yarn? How would you know you like it?
You can't.
What do they have in local yarn shops that they don't have at the big box stores?
Knowledge.
And what else? Don't they have a lot of specialty?
A lot of their yarn is made handmade, like hand dyed yarn.
Okay. Don't they have like local?
It's not like mass produced
suppliers.
Yes, they have local. They don't supply their yarn, but they dye the yarn.
Oh.
Yarn dyers.
But when we went to this yarn convention, what do you call that?
Yarn Con.
Yarn Con.
Yeah.
They had all kinds of people selling yarn.
They were selling their hand dyed yarn. Mm-hmm. Has anyone tried to dye their own yarn or spin their yarn? There's a lot of spinners, so they like work with there's a lot of sheep they own, and then they shear them, and then they spin their own yarn, and then they sell their yarn. So there's a lot of those.
Grow their own animals, right? Their own alpacas.
Alpacas. They have their own alpacas, their own sheep.
Something. Wool.
And I know there's yarn from rabbit, but I think the rabbits have to be deceased. I don't know. That seems like a lot of. Are you having coffee?
No, I'm taking something. I don't eat coffee. It's the last thing I eat right now.
Really? I haven't had coffee today. But then again, it is. Oh, I don't have my watch on. It is 3:30.
So talk about your what other stores are we going to go to? We're going to Crete, which is the closest to us.
We're going to Crete. We're going to LaGrange.
We're going to LaGrange.
We're going to Palos.
Palos.
Frankfurt, I think she's participating in.
She is?
Yeah.
You don't like
Michelle
Frankfurt?
Actually is familiar with Frankfurt, and she never used to participate. And
what's the deal with Frankfurt? How come we've never been there? It's the closest one to us.
Yeah, you took me there once.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember
this is the yarn I got from Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah, I took you there once.
Yeah.
It's in that strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the closest one to us.
No, Palos is closer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Frankfurt? What's her deal?
She's been established for a while. I'm not too familiar with that one. Linda has dyed her own yarn before with like Kool-Aid.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Crystal from Bagaudet was doing that with Kool-Aid. That looks like fun. But
Sure there's a YouTube video about it?
Oh, there's many. Crystal Bagaudet did one. But I'm afraid, for me, if I did it, I'd be like worried about the mess. Are you hinting that maybe you could make yarn out of your husky Nixie Pixie? That'd be funny. That'd be funny to do. So hopefully I can make some stops throughout this week. I was gonna try and go this morning, but this morning was a little rough because I was up till like 2 o'clock cleaning my house, because when the weekend comes, these bears can do a number on my house, and I had to take care of that. So I slept in this morning. Then I did what I needed to do. We had a nice breakfast, but it was a little too salty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a naughty breakfast. I had corned beef hash from the can and white rice, and we had eggs also, and some orange juice. And we were both like sick afterwards. That's a sign of we're getting old. Mr. Hook is turning 50 this year. The big 50.
Oh, you gotta say my age in public.
That's okay. 50. You made it to 50. At least you're not the first one in your.
I don't look a day over. Whatever.
At least you're not the first one in your group of friends.
These look like these were, I know, the first one. These look like they were regular yarn bags, where they were, cool, it's a mess.
It's a mess. This one was given to me on a leftover skein by my friend Nancy. And
Taylor?
Nancy, not Nancy Taylor. And I just wound it up in my one.
So you wound it yourself? That one.
Yes, myself.
How about those? Were those wound by someone else too?
Which one?
This one here.
These I did myself. This is Pink Camo by Red Heart.
Pink camo?
Yeah, pink camo.
You're gonna make something for me with this one? I don't like pink.
Dana says she wants to dye her own yarn and spin it. That would be fun. To spin the yarn and then dye it and then make something with it. I mean, the full circle, right? Yeah, like that's a whole video, you know, a whole nice video. You shear the sheep, you spin the yarn, you dye the yarn, you crochet with the yarn, and then you wear your item. Let's say it's a shawl. Full circle. I won't be doing that. I don't think I'm going to be close to shearing to anybody. But I know my local yarn shop, the one closest to me, a couple of years ago, they had a spinning time. They had like some people come in and bring their spinners, and then you were able to participate. This was before COVID. She had a lot going on before COVID. She had stitch togethers where, you know, we would sit around the table and talk. It was so nice. And now we have COVID and blah blah blah. It's just it's no fun anymore. The stuff is just like.
They used to drop you off there every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday I used to go in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning.
And they pick you up.
Then we would go visit you at work, have lunch together.
Mm-hmm.
It was so nice. We did a lot of nice things before COVID happened, and now it's like, and that's why a lot of people are depressed, you know, because they miss all that. But I have my yarn, still have my yarn. Now I have my puppy, so I don't think I'm on the list of those people with anxiety and depression. Although my dreams, I looked up some of my dreams that I'm having, and the interpretation app that I have, it sounds like I'm having some issues, but I don't feel like it, but maybe subconsciously, those dreams I have are just kind of crazy. Catbird says it's a film. Oh, Chandra wants to dye her own clothes. And Nixie Pixie is telling Sanita that she found the website details how to spin yarn from their underfur. Oh, they're talking about their dogs now. Because Nixie Pixie has a husky. And you know, huskies shed a lot. Right, babe? Have you ever known somebody with a husky?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hair everywhere. Yeah. I had a Cocker Spaniel there's a lot of hair. She shed a lot, my Cocker Spaniel. And it was a beautiful color. It was golden color, Cocker Spaniel. Mr. Chester is sleeping finally. It's good because he needs to sleep. Otherwise, he acts like a monster.
He's in his bed carrying things.
Yeah, he was very naughty. Susan Burke wants to know where I'm located. How long have you had a channel? Susan Burke, I am in Chicago. My channel is just over a year old.
Well, we're going to be showing some videos of the local yarn shop.
I used to do a lot more videos than I do now. Now seems like I'm stuck in live jail. You know, she came with my husband, but she's my girl now. Okay, yeah.
Look who's up.
Yeah, so I'm stuck on this live kick, which it's easy because the editing aspect is gone. That's the hard part for me, is editing the videos. And Mr. Hook always wants me to do a video, and then he leaves me high and dry when it comes to the editing process.
Well, you're good at it.
It's a lot.
I even bought you programs to edit videos.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. But my sons have helped me too with my channel. They're pretty smart. like I have a theme song, an opening song that is created by my son. He composed it and he performed it, and not the son that's in school for music either. The other one.
Well, Chester wants to say hi. He wants to join the panel.
Chester wants to come up on the panel.
We could open up the panel for her.
Okay, we can come say hi, Chester.
He just woke up from a nap.
He woke up from a nap, so he's a little tender right now. Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? Yes, you're special. You're special. You're so cute and special. You're a special boy. You're a special boy. You're special. You say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. My name is Chester, and I'm a bad boy. I'm a little puppy. Oh, you're so cute. Cute, cute, cute little puppy. My precious little angel. Chester's got a TikTok channel. Chesty Chesterson 1. Yeah. One of his videos got 14,000 views. And then I guess TikTok did something and nobody's allowed to watch it anymore for some reason.
Give them to me now. So what other local yarn shops are we going to go to? Anything else? How about the ones you went to? Do you remember them?
Yeah. There's one.
How about the one in Lombard? The one that has 2 locations.
Yeah. Oh, you were thinking about her too.
Yeah.
She has 2 locations, but I think I'll just go to the one. The first time we went, I went with my friend. She drove everywhere, and we had never gone to any of these shops, so it was nice. We saw them once. Let me see. If I could think of one that stands out. There's my very first one that we started Young Craw 2019 with was towards Wisconsin, and they catered to the needle point.
Went to Highland Park and all that.
Yeah, she did a lot of needlepoint, and I didn't know those needlepoint patterns were way expensive. $86 for one pattern.
Well, anybody doing needlepoint here?
Does anyone do needlepoint?
What is needlepoint?
Needlepoint is you work with the canvas, and it's like you make a puzzle with yarn. You fill in, it's like color by number with yarn. Something. I may be totally wrong in the way I'm explaining it because I'm not an expert on that. Yeah. But I was going to put my link up to see if anyone wants to come up on the panel for a few minutes, and we'll see. We're not going to be on long because I have that birthday party to go to.
We'll be here until 4 at least, minimum.
Minimum 4.
I don't even know if I could. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my husband is trying to get out of this party, but I don't know. We shall see. I went to one of his parties.
It's not my party. It's not at his party. Well, this person has invited us to so many parties. And we never go.
It's been a while because of COVID, and now it's better.
This person has a 4th of July party every year.
So listen, we're not going to speak ill about anybody. You don't know who's watching.
They might be watching.
All right. I don't know what is wrong with you. Talking about my family like that.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay. Mark Mallow is here. Hello. Do I have? Oh, there's Tina. There's Tina. Add to stream. Tina, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I like watching you. You're one
you
of my
like
favorite people
my show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Huh? You say what?
I said, yeah, I watch your show.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Now I'm doing the same. See there?
Yeah.
I tell you.
How's your grandbaby?
Oh, she's doing wonderful. She's out with her mother and father and sister today.
How old is she now?
She'll be 10 months in 3 more days.
Wow.
That time go fast, don't it?
It does. Yeah. Does she still let you hold her in your arms quietly, or she wants to move around?
Ooh, that child move around,
Yeah.
move around a
Jen says
lot.
right now.
Cause she about to start walking in a little bit
Is she crawling?
and
Mm,
trying to stand up and all of that. Oh,
yeah.
it's exhausting. I'm
You
so
gotta.
glad they got her. Like, okay, oh, okay, go on, do family day. I love my grandbaby, but she a lot of work for me
I know. Yeah.
because
Those
I'm
babies
struggling to
are a
keep
lot of work.
myself. Yeah, I'm struggling to keep myself right. Like
Hmm.
because I have to try to remember to drink.
Hmm.
Because now I'm starting to suffer from dehydration
Oh
because
my
I'm not
gosh.
remembering to drink enough.
Well, you know what? That's a lot of people's problem, right? Same thing with me. I forget to drink
You
water.
forget to drink water.
Right,
And in fact,
right,
Sandy has a reminder on her phone to drink water.
Hmm.
You know,
right.
Some days when I get crazy ideas,
water is
I
good.
on my Apple Watch, I put it for 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes, it goes off, and I get to press repeat, and then I drink water. Now I'm telling you, that's annoying. But
No,
what's more annoying is like having an infection because you didn't drink enough. You know.
right. And like me, I get a headache when I don't drink enough water, and then I get diarrhea,
Mm.
and then like it's a whole ongoing saga with me. When
Yeah.
I've been like that all weekend. I've been going through the because I went to the gym Friday. I think it was no, it was Thursday. It was one of those days. And I
Hmm.
tried to go back the next day, but I got sick. And I
Hmm.
and I ain't tell nobody I was sick. I just was like, okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody I'm sick.
Hmm.
But then I did. If I would have told y'all I was sick, y'all probably would have been telling me to drink more water, to help me get through it.
Yeah.
But I didn't say nothing. So the yesterday I was even sicker.
Uh huh.
But today I'm
You got your
trying.
water. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just trying.
It's good for you. It's
I
boring,
know.
but it's good for
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, you got your Starbucks too. You love Starbucks. Me too.
I don't drink the coffee. I just like their cute little cups at Starbucks. They have a whole
Oh,
bunch of cups and mugs and thermoses. That's where I go crazy with that section.
no, you know what? They got a drink called Star Fruit. It's a Star
Mm.
Fruit drink. It's pink,
It's pink.
but
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
girl, that
You
thing
like that?
is. Yes, I love that
Is it
drink.
does it like have dragon fruit or something?
Yes, dragon fruit. Yeah,
Dragon fruit. Yeah.
dragon fruit. Girl, I love that thing. Ooh, I'm a
Expensive though.
Starbucks fan.
Yeah.
Nobody would know that I'm a Starbucks fan, but I am a Starbucks fan.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like the Starbucks around us over here. The drive-throughs
My
always.
son has a Starbucks issue. He loves it, and our Starbucks is closed for renovation. Can you believe that? Oh,
Well,
Oh
yeah, but
my
usually the
God.
drive-through is always
I know. And
full
then,
of cars.
but that drive-through is goes wraps around that place, and so the nearest place with a drive-through, because I have Chester, I have to have a drive-through to pick it up for my son. He sent me yesterday. I went to the doctor. He's like, "Can you bring me back a Starbucks?" And oh, he hears me talking about it. He doesn't like
So
it.
we have some
Anyway,
questions
we had to go
over.
really far away to get the Starbucks, but
Right. And it's one right about a half a block away from where I go to the gym at. So tomorrow I'm going.
you're going.
Tomorrow I'm getting that dragon fruit drink.
I see
I
Jeanette
can't
is here,
drink anything.
Tina.
Huh?
Jeanette is here.
Hey,
She
Janet.
says hi to
Hey,
you, Jeanette.
Manda. Hey, everybody.
All right, everybody's here.
I love that dragon fruit drink.
Yeah,
And
dragon
it,
fruit.
my daughter introduced it to me. At first, I was drinking. At first, I was drinking blackberries. It was some kind of blackberry water, I think, with a
Uh-huh.
splash of lemon in it. I was
Really?
drinking that one while. I've always drank. I haven't really drinking their coffee or tea or anything. I've always drink their water drinks.
Yeah. I used to years ago have their frappuccinos. I used to drink those a lot, but then those make you gain weight if you're not careful. They have a
Oh,
lot of sugar.
yeah, that drink that I got, I had to put water in it. I had to put water in it. Yeah. Excuse me, I got to turn the sound off. My son calling me.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So that's fine. So we got
I'm
everyone coming in here. Let's see, read the comments over here.
So Jeanette is here. Manda Tucker is here. Hello.
Mark wants to know if you did finish your green basket.
No, not yet, Mark. I'm still working on it. I got pretty far on the basket. Pretty far. And I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody for coming in and putting your thumbs up. That really helps me. And so pretty much a lot of people are just talking to each other, saying hi to each other.
Yeah, I wonder if Grass by the Rose is still here. She wanted to join the panel.
That's the babe. We're on the panel with
that's
you now.
Tina?
That's Tina.
Okay, well,
yeah. I know. I'm sorry.
I don't know the code names.
You don't know the code names. She's one I remember.
Yeah.
And Zach is here. You see him, Zach?
Yeah, right.
How you doing, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a little confusing because it's her channel is Crafted by the Rose, but her name is actually.
You watch her all the time. Yeah.
I watch her all the time. I like to listen to her. She's a cool lady.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's really cool.
Yeah, I think she forgot to talk about her giveaway.
I'm still working on my tank top, Jeanette says. And you're kind of done with it. Zach is doing good. Zach, how's the new job? Is it going well? I know I have a whip that I started a couple of months ago, and I got 2 rows and I was kind of done. Like, ugh, it was kind of boring. But I need to work on it because I bought the expensive yarn to work on that. I bought at the local yarn shop, and it's fancy yarn, so I can't let that go to waste. Look at Mr. Hook over there. He's covering up Chester with some of his clothes.
He's taking a nap. He's not done with his nap.
He's not done. He's got to be. Oh my gosh.
So nobody. There's no other. No one said that there's a yarn crawl in there.
No yarn crawls around.
So who started the first yarn crawl in Chicago? Who started the yarn crawl? How did that start?
I don't know. It's 10 years. I think this is the 11th year they're doing it.
Really?
Zach says good. Was supposed to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but had to phone in feeling blah. Oh yeah, that's not good. But if you don't feel well, you don't feel well. What can you do? You have to take care of yourself.
Didn't you still have those yarns that you won from that thing, from that yarn crawl prize?
From that yarn crawl? Yeah, I have.
We'll talk about the prize. What happened? How did you win that prize?
You know, you put your name in a raffle when you go purchase something, and put your phone
Wasn't
number.
there like a zone or something like that? Or you won for this zone and this zone? There's zones or something like that.
So yeah, there's 4 zones. So there's like 12 shops and 4 zones. So 3 shops per zone, I think. and then if you hit all the shops in the zone, you put your raffle for that zone. And then if you hit all the shops in every zone, you put your raffle for that, for every store. And then every store has their own individual raffle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like 3, 4, or 5 raffles. No, I'm sorry. There's 12 raffles, one for each store. Then there's one for each zone. So 13, 14, 15, 16. And then there's one for the entire, all the yarn shops. So 17 different raffles. So you have 17 chances of winning. So there's a lot of winners. And I won.
Did we pick it up? Did me and you pick it up? How did we pick it up?
Okay, so
they sent it.
They sent it to my local yarn shop. My local yarn shop, actually, she had to pick it up. It's like they're a little convention together. They work together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't consider themselves as competitors at all. That's not how it is. You know, like your company.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work with their competition, but not in a competing way. But they like help each other out.
So they okay, I see.
Yeah.
Sandy, how about the con or whatever that is? Is there one this year? Or did they cancel that one too?
Yarn Carn didn't happen this year. That usually is in April. Jeanette, I'm not really I don't crochet like for the winter. The only thing I do, Jeanette, is Christmas stuff. I make these little wreaths and I use the ring from get one of those rings from the milk carton. Okay, I pull out the rings and I in the drawer with the garlic press and stuff. I make a ring with a wreath with that, and I give one to all my neighbors. And my building is like sometimes a revolving door. You know, they have a lot of temporary people living. These are what I collect, and I crochet a wreath around it.
What's that? Why did you get up? It's not for you.
It's not for you, Justice. Not for you.
So what do you do with those rings?
I make a wreath.
A wreath.
A wreath. And I don't have one here to show you, but that's the only thing I
think the OA Creations is asking if you've made anything for your fall yet. Fall and winter.
I'm answering her.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's who I'm talking to.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's Jeanette. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
That's Jeanette is the one who lives here in Chicago. Yeah, I don't know everybody offhand either. I know a few, but not everybody. I'm not good like that. Like Dana. Dana, she knows everybody. She knows everybody's channel. She knows where they live. I can't. I'm not as young as Dana. So my memory capacity has reached its, yeah. So we have Tina had to go. She got a call from her son. And do you know what?
What?
It is coming out to be, we're almost hitting that hour mark. At that hour mark, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign off at 4:00 so that I can get ready to go to this party. I'm not going to stay long, but here's the thing with this party, babe. This party is where we used to live. And where we used to live, it's got the greatest pizza in Chicago. And every time we go to this one relative's house, we pick up a pizza on our way back home. And my son loves their garlic bread. Oh my gosh. Now lately, I'll tell you, they have been slacking on the garlic bread. It's like they're not doing a good job. So, but I always try to give them another chance.
I like those. You know what? The frozen garlic bread from the store are not bad. I like those too.
Those are good. Jeanette says she writes everybody's name down. I should do that.
Pepperidge Farm. I'm changing the copy. But Pepperidge Farm garlic bread from the freezer is pretty good.
He likes Pepperidge Farm garlic bread. They are good. And the Texas toast garlic bread is really good. I know. And Dana knows when everybody is alive. She knows everybody's schedule. She knows where they live. She knows their channel name and their real name. And sometimes she knows their spouse's name. And
I'm not that good. I will confess. I'm not as good as her. Maybe one day, I don't know. Maybe one day. But I try to take pride in the people that I do know. Like Tina and Jeanette. And Dana, of course, and Zach from Mukbangs and more. And, it's easy when the name matches the channel. That's easy. And if like mine doesn't match my first name, Hook Crochet. A lot of people are like, that's Sandy? I didn't know. And it's funny because when I'm in somebody's live chatting and Left is Right Crochet with Sandy comes on, people often say hi to Sandy. And I'm like, hi there. And they're not talking to me. They're talking to Left is Right Crochet with Sandy. So, but I say hi anyway, because you never know. Maybe they are saying hi to me. But oh my gosh, I feel like my stomach is going to growl soon. How about you, babe? Are you awake back there?
I am.
Are you getting hungry? Because I am, for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the water. I feel like when you drink water, it makes you hungry. Katrina's Crochet World is here. And can you guess her first name?
Katrina. Oh yeah, that one's easy.
Easy.
And VJ, is that her name? VJ?
But what does VJ stand for?
But there's a VJ. VJ is like a common name for in India. I know a few VJ with an Y.
Oh really?
That's like a bill for Indian people. Kind of like
really?
Patel is your last name. VJ is pretty common. That's like.
Is it?
Yeah, that's like Bill for them. Even though Bill's not very common anymore.
No. Well, neither is Nancy.
Nancy.
No one names their baby Nancy these days.
That's what we were just talking about.
We were talking about Nancy. No one names their baby Helen anymore. No one names their baby Barbara. How about
Barbie Ra?
There's a lot of new names like Riley and Skylar and Taylor and
Chester,
Morgan and how about some names that have gone out of style?
Flo,
Florence, and who? What else? Louise. What else? Alice.
There's a lot. And not a lot of kids are.
Janet. No babies being named those names anymore.
Yeah, no. Chester's got Yanni Anderson.
Chester's big yawn.
Oh, even though my name. Does anyone know my name?
Now a lot of people are naming their babies Ian.
Yeah.
Where when you were born, there was nobody Ian.
It's one of them hip names still. Still, Michael never goes out of style.
Michael and
Ryan never goes
Emily.
out. Yeah, it never
Jacob.
Yeah, it doesn't go out of style.
Oh, BJ says she uses the Asian spelling.
Oh, VJ, I thought, well, yeah.
She says you're correct. My initials are VJ, but she uses the Asian spelling. Yeah. Names. I remember the keychain issue. I always used to look for my name when I was little. A keychain with Sandy.
You mean those keychain thing? Not keychain, but
it's a keychain.
The plates or whatever.
Or there's little license plate.
Yeah, when you go to a gift shop.
Secret magnets, anything like that.
Right.
My name used to never be there.
My name was never used to be there either. So.
Yeah. I wanted a name for my kids that they wouldn't have trouble finding their name. But then something that not everybody else was named, like Bradley is, I chose that name. It's not very common, but you knew what that was. It wasn't like,
the reason we picked those names, Ryan and Bradley, is because I struggle with my name. I still do. I still have to spell my name. I'm on the phone with customers all the time, and I have to repeat my name all the time. Even though my name is getting common, it's easier and easier. But for the longest time, Ian, what? I've been called everything. Ivan, Iran.
Iron.
I've been called anal. Seriously, that's not.
Well,
Someone
I
called
have a coworker named Anel, and they call her. Can I speak to Anal? She's like, it's Anel.
It's Anel. I don't
But
know,
Ivan.
but that's why I wanted to name my sons, my kids, more common names, so they don't have to go through what I went through all my life. I'm still spelling my name. So
just
my tip out there: if you want to give your kid a fancy name, use it for a week. Make phone calls, talk to people, and spell your name, and go through what your potential baby is about to go through. Even though I don't think there's anybody here who's childbearing. Right?
well,
Well, whatever. Tell your grandkids that. Tell your daughters and sons. Before you name your kid, whatever name you want to name them, nice and fancy name is great, fine and dandy. But use that name for a week for yourselves and see how you like it.
Mark's mom was Florence. And so what I'm saying, Mark, is like nobody names their babies those names anymore. Like those names are going, they're becoming extinct, But those like how about what's another name that we don't use anymore for babies?
Jessica never goes out of style.
Jessica, that's a nice name.
Yeah.
Jessica, that's still here. That's still around.
Irene, no one calls Irene anymore.
Irene.
Yes.
But like those names like Thomas and George and Michael, they're always around. They never go anywhere. William, Jonathan, James. Some people want to call my son Sean Scene. I remember, BJ, when I was a little girl and I read about Sean Penn. I didn't know who Sean Penn was. Madonna had gotten married to Sean Penn. I didn't know Sean Penn. I was too little. And I read in the magazine, Madonna marries Sean Penn. Who is Sean Penn? Yeah, but now, of course, everybody knows who Sean Penn is. Yeah, Mark with a C is not as common as Mark with a K. And like Mark with a C, that's more like Marcus, right? Where Mark with a K, it's just Mark. You're not Marcus. That's what I understand it to be. Because I have an uncle named Mark with a K, and that one guy on the news, he's Marcus. So if he would shorten his name to Mark, he would use a C, right? Oh, well, the lip. No, I don't think it's healed. Chester being a bad boy, if you weren't here earlier, he's being naughty yesterday. He like banged his head on my lip. And oh my gosh, I thought I was going to start bleeding again. That was rough. Well, I'll tell you what. I know that Zach said he had to go back. He had to go potty and he'll be right back. But I think we're going to wrap it up because I've got to get to this party because you know what? I've got to get back home. It's already 4:00. I don't want to spend too much time at the party because COVID is still a thing, and I just want to stay outside and, I don't want to have to use anybody's bathroom if I don't need, I know he was bad. He was bad, but that's because he had a lot of stimulation over this weekend, and he's about to have more because he's going to go to another party. But this party is not full of dog lovers, so he's not going to get too much attention. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Marcella. Everybody called her Mark. Okay. Well, with that, I will say goodbye. And hopefully I will see you on Thursday for my live. And for some of you, I'll see you throughout other people's lives. Nixie Pixie, I'll see you. Katrina's Crochet World, I'll see Mark. I'll see Granny D if you're still here. I will see Zach and VJ. I'm sure I'll see a lot of you throughout the week on people's lives. Okay?
Have a good week.
Have a great night, everyone. Katrina says, stay safe. Happy crocheting. I'm going to get the pizza. Yes. Don't forget about the pizza. VJ, she's good. All right. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. Bye, everybody.